Hey everyone, Mr. The Fanboy here. This is my review of the January 26th, 2016 edition of Impact Wrestling, and I must say, this this was an awesome show. And in my opinion, of the four Impact Wrestling shows this year on Pop TV, this show right here was the best impact of the four impacts. This was the best show right here. Um the show started off with Jeff Hardy coming out, hyping up the crowd for the show and calling out his brother Matt, demanding answers for his actions last week. And Jeff Hardy insulted Jeff Hardy insulted Rebby Sky, Matt Hardy's wife, and Tyrus, Tyrus and Matt Hardy once again talked about how he does things for him now. And anyway, this whole segment, I don't remember what was said much. I was listening to music while this was happening, but this whole segment was the hype, their title match in the main event. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, brother versus brother for the heavyweight championship. The first match of the night was a feast or fire match. I hate feast or fire, but it was good to see all these wrestlers back on TV again. It was Rockstar Spud, Beer Money, Drew Galloway, Grotto, Jesse Goddard, Eli Drake, Aiden O'Shea. I think that was everyone in Feast or Fire. And Beer Money. It was um James Storm of Beer Money got one of the briefcases. Grotto got a briefcase. Drew Galloway got a briefcase, and Eli Drake got a briefcase. Before I continue, before I already start, every segment on Impact Wrestling tonight was awesome, with the exception of the Knockouts match. I'm gonna short rant on the Knockouts division before I continue with this review. The Knockouts division, in my opinion, I like a couple of the Knockouts that are still there, but I haven't really been caring much. I haven't cared much for the Knockouts since Brooke Tessmacher parted ways with TNA Wrestling. The Knockouts division is once again falling apart, and in my opinion, TNA needs to get rid of it, because to tell you the truth, I really don't care that much about women's wrestling. I am not watching WWE's wrestling for several reasons. WWE's women's wrestling for several reasons. And Impact Wrestling, no, they have the superior division, but no women wrestler is coming there, and I do not like the beautiful people as faces. Okay, Velvet Sky is like the only one I like. Madison Rayne is not that good of a wrestler. Great talker, not that good of a wrestler. That makes a great heel. And Angelina Love, who I like Angelina Love as a wrestler, but I can't stand her as a person, because she's pretty much in TNA because the company up north, WWE, didn't want her. So it just makes TNA look desperate, which they are. And of course, also, as you also know, Awesome Kong. I don't like Awesome Kong either for that awful. First off, for talking trash about WWE, then going to WWE, then being a big disappointment in WWE, and now she's back in TNA because the company up north doesn't want her. So I don't like Awesome Kong, but at least she's portrayed as a heel. So TNA just needs to. I like the Knockouts, but TNA just needs to get rid of that division, man, because you don't have a lot of women wrestlers left, man. You don't have a lot of women wrestlers left, and I didn't really care much. Awesome Kong, she apparently squashed Velvet Sky. Madison Rayne tried to interfere in the Dollhouse, held her together while Awesome Kong beat up Velvet Sky. Like I said, I really wasn't paying attention, man. Really wasn't paying attention, man. And but the the next match of the night, X Division three-way match. Tigre Uno, Mandrews, and Zima Ion in an awesome match. I left the room during the finish, but I remember, I forgot what the finish was. But Tigre Uno retained his X Division championship in another awesome match. And I think at the end of the match, I left the room for a minute, but Gregory Helms came out Gregory Helms came out and said something about his title reign being over. When I came back, his title reign being over. So could Gregory Helms? This is something I wanted. I wanted Gregory Helms. They have him as an agent, but I want Gregory Helms back as a wrestler in TNA. They have him as an agent in TNA. I want him back as a wrestler. Gregory Helms versus Tigre Uno. I hope that's what they were hyping. I hope that's what they were saying. I heard Josh Matthews say something about Gregory Helms, longest cruiserweight champion ever. Longest cruiserweight champion ever versus Tigre Uno, the X Division, the current X Division champion. That right there will be awesome. I hope that's what they were doing. I'll rewatch Impact Wrestling tonight again to see if they were doing that. Then of course you got then of course they reveal the first two segments of the Feast or Fire. Of course, Eli Drake got a King of the Mountain title shot. The tag team title, James, he got a title match. Then they went to the commercial before they revealed the other three cases, and then of course, before they revealed the other three cases, you had the Wolves come to the ring. First off, they cut a brief backstage promo about how they're the best tag team ever. Then they came to the ring. Then a weird woman came out. I actually thought this woman was Crazy Steve for a moment. A woman came out and said something about where she's from. Everyone is mad. And then she introduced Crazy Steve. Then Crazy Steve introduced Abyss. And during the commercial break, a huge brawl broke out, and that transformed into a random tag team match between Abyss and Crazy Steve versus the Wolves. Awesome match, another awesome match. The woman came out with both of the titles, The woman came out with both of the titles, and the match was thrown out when Abyss when Crazy Steve spit some kind of miss at one of the, I keep forgetting which wolf he spit the miss at. Then the woman spit some of the same miss, and now Abyss and Crazy Steve formed some kind of new heel tag team, and I like it. I like it. This was an awesome segment and match, man. Then of course you had the reveal of the Feast or Fire. Drew Galloway got the heavyweight title shot, and Beer Money, James Storm got the tag team title shot, and Grotto got fired. I hate Feast or Fire, and I hate the fact that Grotto was fired, and I hope that he's not gone from the company. I hope that him being fired is like a new character transformation for Grotto, and him becoming a heel now. Him becoming a heel now. He was a comedy babyface, played by the rules and stuff. That now he'll come back as a vicious heel wrestler. I would like that. As an irate vicious heel type character from getting fired from TNA. I hope this is not like the end of Grotto, because like I said, I hate Feast of Fire, because yeah, you get a guaranteed the X Division title wasn't incontested. The X Division title wasn't contested in this Feast of Fire, but you get a guaranteed tag team title match, a heavyweight title match, and now a King of the Mountain champion. You guaranteed an awesome title shot, but I hate the one who gets fired. I was hoping they do away with this stipulation now that Jeff Jarrett is not in any form involved with TNA anymore. I was hoping that this crappy match, Feast or Fire, would leave now that he's not with TNA anymore. But it's here. Next match of the night, and of course the main event was supposed to be Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Before the match, Eric Young came out with Bram talking about how Jeff Hardy didn't deserve it, that he is the King of the Mountain champion, he is the King of the world, and that he controls the series and that he deserves the title shot. He came out and brawled with Jeff Hardy. Him and Graham came out and brawled with Jeff Hardy. Beer Money came to the rescue, and Abyss and Crazy Steve came out and helped and helped and attacked Beer Money, and Beer Money brought with him to the back. Then then um then um then Kurt Angle came out, and while Matt Hardy was about to take advantage of Beer Money's work of take advantage of Eric Young and Bram's work, Kurt Angle came out and stared down with Matt Hardy, and then Tyrus attacked Kurt Angle from behind. Titus attacked Kurt Angle from behind, and then of course Eric Young power drove Matt Hardy through the table. Power drove Matt Hardy through the table after Matt Hardy attempted a twist of fate on Bram through the table. Eric Young attacked him, ran him to the turnbuckle, then powerbombed him through the announce table, and the show ended there. I'm mixed about Matt Hardy's heel turn. I'll talk about that in another video. But this was my review of Impact Wrestling, and such an awesome wrestling show. This right here, of the 4 shows, this right here was the best TNA show. All right, Doug out.